What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Pokemon Champions video, but we're going to be building a new team to climb the ladder with, but we're not choosing our Pokemon. Instead, we're going to be opening up 2 packs of Perfect Order and 1 pack of Mega EX set, the Japanese version. Whatever we get in these is what we're basing the team off of. If there is not enough Pokemon in these, we're going to be using at least 4 of them as a core from the packs. So let's get into some ripping. So I'm going to be ripping these open, I'm going to do the card trick, and then I'm going to show them to you guys. There are a few cards here that me and my girlfriend haven't collected yet that we really need still for our set. Here's the code for those of you who played the card game, by the way. Alright. Let's see what we end up getting here. Let's do this. Psychic Energy. Seal. Doublade. Swooper. Portion. Diggersby is in the game, so Diggersby is getting put to the side. I don't think Barbarnacle is, even though he has a new Mega. Core Memory. Luminous City, a reverse holo is a Luxray. Luxray is in the game. So Luxray we can get here, okay? And our last card is... Okay, so we're building a Mega Skarmory team likely. This is one of the cards that we didn't have, by the way. Hell yeah. Alright, that's really solid. Okay, so we have 3 ones already on the first pack. For the second pack, I'm going to open up another one of the Perfect Order packs. 1 second. Oh yeah, here's the code for those of you who play the trading card game. Boom. Energy card trick, we saw the grass energy, wapa, into the crushing hammer, which is an okay card. Auroras, Spinarak, Fletchinder. Almost all of these have evolutions. Aromatisse is actually in the game, so now we have a 4th Pokemon on this team. Janice, I didn't think we have a Barnacle. Our reverse holo is a Chien Mahon, which luckily isn't in the game because that thing is really oppressive and annoying. Our other reverse holo is Vivian. Vivian is in the game and actually kind of decent because he does have Friend Guard and Compound Eye for Sleep Spam. And our last one, Auroras. That is 6 Pokemon actually if we do one. So now we can build a full team regardless. Alright, I'm going to move these cards and we're going to go into the Mega EX. This is a decent set. The packs are relatively expensive and they were hard to get here in Norway, and I've been trying to get my hands on one for quite a bit. The local cards so finally got in some. So let's see. I don't remember the card trick on the Japanese packs, so I'm gonna just go from the front and we're gonna see how it goes. Alright. Duskull, not in the game. Darumaka, not in the game. Diglett, not in the game. Oh, you didn't see that. Spectria, not in the game. My cargo is in the game? I think my cargo is in the game. Gonna put him to the side. Sacrum is not in the game. Togekiss is not in the game. Bellybolt is in the game. Hammer and trainers. Okay, so there's 2 in the back, that's the thing. Alright, so we actually have a few Pokemon here to build from. So let's get into some theory crafting. Which means we are missing a lot. The optimal thing to get here would be Skarmory from the line of recruitment, because we need Skarmory regardless. It's the only Mega that we got option for here. See how that goes. Boom. Boom. Oh, shiny Skarmory. I'm not that lucky. I got the Primarina like the other time. No way. I'll take that. Might have to do that. I might have to build a new team. All right, we've now built a team and I'm going to showcase it to you guys real quick. We have the lead being Vivian here, first one on the set here. I was surprised to see Vivian has 187 health here in this game, which is, to me, a lot more than I thought. So I thought that it actually lives a lot of the hits, which I was planning to use Focus Sash for. So because we didn't need Focus Sash, I maxed it out in speed and HP in order to get the most out of its bulkiness while still being fast. It's timid, of course. I gave it Rage Power, Pollen Puff, Sleep Powder, and Tailwind. Tailwind for speed control and help for the team. Sleep Powder because Compound Eyes makes this so that Sleep Powder cannot almost miss. It's like 99.7% accurate or something. It's like very unlikely to miss. Rage Powder redirects the moves into Vivian, and Vivian is a bug and flying type. So for example with Diggersby, we can redirect some moves that would have originally taken a ton of damage to that. Pollen Puff is really good with Skarmory because it does allow me to heal my teammate. In case you are not aware, if you use Pollen Puff on a teammate, it heals the teammate instead of damaging. But it also is bug type coverage, helps me out a little bit. Next up is Auroras. Auroras has Snow Warning. I decided to go with this instead of Refrigerate because Blizzard seems pretty decent and it allows me to contest a little bit of the weather war. It has Freeze Dry in order to insta-kill Pelipper, also helping us deal with Milotics that are going rampant right now. Ancient Power in order to coverage for the fire type teams that are going around with Charizard. Protect, obviously, for stall. Maxed out in speed, special attack, with 2 points in HP. And a little bit unsure about the EV investments here. They're very basic. I don't think this is the optimized version. It might be better to invest some in bulk because it's not really that fast regardless. But this is the set. This one is the focus slasher this time because I'm expecting a lot of close combat and steel type moves are very common. So this kind of covers both of those grounds. And it's as well another reason to not invest in its bulk. Next up is Aromates. Hello there. Aromates surprised me a little bit because I did not know that this one got ally switch, and I have no idea how ally switch and wish works, but if it works the way I think it is, wish will go in one slot, ally swaps will swap the positions of them and heal the other mon, not the Aromates. It is carrying the ability Aroma Veil, so it cannot be stopped from using these support moves via Encore, via Taunt, etc. I also gave it Charm to cover the physical frailness that it has, and it also helps out Skarmory a little bit because Mega Skarmory does not have a substantial amount of bulk because it sacrifices a lot of bulk for more attack. Gave it Moonblast to just have a damaging move, so this is mostly just like a background support that helps the other one succeed. It also lets me do some mind games with ally switch, etc. Next up we have our other attacker, Diggersby. Hello brother, you have huge power, holy. Okay, so I gave this max speed, max attack, 2 points in health just to get the rest of the points out of the way. And lo and behold, I gave it a Scarf. It's scarfed with Ice Punch, Earthquake, Quick Attack, and Rock Slide. This is just general coverage. I'm hoping that this does a metric ton of damage and catches some people off guard. I was checking out the speed tiers earlier, and I discovered that most of the threats outside of some of the megas, like it does not outspeed Mega, it barely doesn't outspeed Sneasler, by the way, which really annoyed me. It's 3 points slower. So if we're facing a Sneasler that isn't max invested, if it is like an Adamant Nature Sneasler, we actually outspeed it with the Scarf and can Earthquake one-shot it. But it does not outspeed Mega Starmie, it does not outspeed Mega Force Slash, Sneasler in itself, Alakazam, Pidgeot, etc. So that it's barely just too low, but this is probably the best we can do with it. But I really think that this can like go the mile with Ice Punch in order to coverage for Dragon types, Rock Slide against the Sun Spam, Earthquake because ground go brrr, and then Quick Attack is just a general extra choice because coverage is nice and sometimes being able to out-prioritize someone is what we need. Alright, next up is Shiny Mood, our Luxray. It has Protect, Snarl, Volt Switch, and Thunder Wave, just generalized support. Snarl will lower their special attack. It already has Intimidate as an ability in order to lower the physical attack of the opponents. It can spread Paralyze with Thunder Wave. It's maxed out in special defense because Intimidate will already take a big chunk on the defense side. HP maxed out. It's supposed to have 2 points as well in speed to round it out. This is just a generalized support for the team. Works a little bit nicely here. Has Volt Switch in order to pivot in and pivot out to get more Intimidate cycles, etc. And also when it doesn't fit in, it can just swap out. Now lastly, it leads us into the Mega that we have, Mega Skarmory. Now Mega Skarmory is an interesting one because it does sacrifice a lot of its defenses for more attack, right? I give it weak armor in the hopes that if it gets hit, it gets a higher speed buff. Like we can maybe bait that up before we Mega Evolve because it's still tankier right now. Any physical attacks, it'll tank pretty decently without investments here. Maxed out in speed, maxed out in attack. It gets 140 base attack, by the way, which is kind of crazy. Should we get off a Sword Stance, Rock Slide, or weak armor, we'll just annihilate the whole lobby. Like, this does not stop. It is also flying type, so if I Earthquake with Diggersby next to it, I'll still be able to safely do so while dishing out damage with my Skarmory too. Now that we've done that, we're going to bring this team to the ladder. We're going to see how we fare. If this is a cool concept, by the way, and you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comments. Like, I genuinely think this is a good and fun way of building the team, which leaves a lot more RNG and leaves it up in the air. Alright, let's go. Downs. Alright, let's see it. Sneasler and Aerodactyl with the... Okay, so it's either Sneasler Aerodactyl lead or Sneasler Garchomp. You might look at this team and think, what the hell? Because I would too, to be fair. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, Aurora's is actually really good into this team. Surprisingly enough. Intimidate cycling is also really solid, so I think we can lead Shiny Mood plus Vivian in order to get the Intimidate cycling going. We're definitely bringing Skarmory. Now the question is, do we bring Aurora's expecting... Because Aurora's, like, dies to a lot of these threats, but also... Bliss would go brrrr. Freeze Strike is also really good into Aurora. Actually, we might bring this. Is there any reason to bring Diggersby instead? I don't think so. Right? Yeah. So we're gonna bring this. The goal is to set up Intimidate towards the enemy, cycle it out, and then see if we can get into a better position with our actual damage dealers in the back. Because we're expecting Sneasler, Garchomp, right? Rotom Garchomp! Almost. So, I think that's a better lead by them. That's quite a decent lead for them, actually. Because leading this gives them a lot more flexibility. But I also have a flying type, so you can't spam Earthquake. I think you're going to be doing Rock Sliding here, right? Because you should be Scarfed with Rock Slide. I'm not going to live that. Which is rather unfortunate. And I don't think there's a way I can do anything about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to Volt Switch into Rotom. And if by any chance we live this, if we get a sleep out on Garchomp here, we might just straight up win the game. Or Garchomp uses Earthquake. Did you forget that Vivian was a flying type, or did you just ignore that? I wonder how much this does with Intimidates. That is surprisingly little. Coming from a Garchomp. So we get Garchomp asleep. 99.7% accurate, by the way. I think Pokemon rounds up, by the way. So I think it's 100% accurate. Because of Compound Eyes. This chart is completely fine. Vivian is surprisingly bulky. And lives this. Now... yeah, I was gonna say, do you para me? So... para kind of sucks. But it is, at the end of the day, fine. Volt Switch will let me pivot out. And I can Intimidate Cycle if I want to now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out Auroras here. The thought process behind this is that Auroras threatens the Garchomp with an insta-kill here. Right? And we know that Garchomp is Scarfed. Or likely Scarfed, because I think Vivian would have outsped if not, right? Let me check that. No, I wouldn't. Barely not. Okay. So, likely Garchomp is Scarfed. I could freeze-dry the Rotom and get rid of that real fast. I could start Blizzard spamming. I'm going to freeze-dry the Rotom. I'm going to try and use Tailwind here. Ooh, okay, so you're staying asleep. Freeze-dry, how much do you do to Rotom? We kill the Rotom? Holy, wait. We're cooking. Okay, so that being said, he has a 50% chance for Garchomp to wake up this next turn, because they changed how that works, but I'm outspeeding it now with my Tailwind. Now, the deal here is, Garchomp is locked into Earthquake. If I can kill the partner next to Garchomp now this turn, I'm guaranteed that Garchomp can't touch one of the Pokemon in the back, being my Skarmory. Right? And here we get to see a nice case of, he's probably going to try and fake out here, right? But I have Rage Powder, and I believe that with the buff, I am faster than you. So if I click Rage Powder with Vivian, I should be able to tank. Oh, that's not how... are you faster then? Because I thought they had the same priority, but I might be wrong there. Hold up. Let me check that. Rage Powder. I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that. That would be so stupid of me. It's +2, not +3 priority. Yeah, so that was a misplay on my end. But... I can still do this again. I'm faster than it. So if I Pollen Puff Auroras, this looks stupid because Auroras has just lost 8 HP. But the reason that we're doing this is in order to keep the Sash active. Also, Earthquake will hit your own Mon a lot harder than it hits me here, right? We also have Snow up, so like this will kill Garchomp, by the way. We have Snow up, so we get the defense boost from Snow. Because Ice types got changed in Gen 9, where they get a 50% defense boost in Snow. Similar to how Rock types get a special defense boost. Now we're Pollen Puffing here, because if he targets Vivian, and we got Auroras back to full. So Auroras has Sash now, so even if this were to kill Auroras, it wouldn't actually have mattered. Because we have Sash, they would just proc the Sash instead. This is really solid. If he now plays, puts out anything that's faster. Yeah, Aerodactyl. Okay. So Aerodactyl is very likely going to try to use its Rock Slide here, right? So we should just do the same combo again and try and sleep the Aerodactyl should we be as lucky as to have that miss. Because he has no priority on this. We know that it wasn't Scarf. This is probably Mega Aerodactyl. Let's see. Because we knew that the Garchomp was Scarfed. I was kind of expecting this. That's completely fine. I like to use Protect. I was kind of expecting that. But I didn't really want to play around it because I've been playing too passively in a lot of the games, over-predicting my opponents, which costs me the game a lot of the time. Now we freeze in Sin. It wouldn't have mattered because you auto-Thor when you're using the Blades. Now what do you use? Blades into Vivian. That's really good for me because he's going to KO himself now. And he has no way of cycling anymore. With cycling, I mean he... Oh, you don't KO yourself. That's a little bit bad, my friend. Well, does that matter? Not that much. Do we want to protect here to keep the Auroras alive? Or do we want to try and go... I think we're going to try and go for Ancient Power. If we get the Omnibus, it's hysterical. And I want to T-Wave the Aerodactyl, because if T-Wave lands on Aero, we win. And I think, unless the Incineroar is speed invested, that my... Ooh, okay. But I think I'm faster. Yeah, actually, you KO'd your own. Sir, did you forget that your Incineroar was alive? You should have gone for Rock Slide for the flinches. No? Give it a boost. 10% chance? Never mind. What? Okay, that's good. I was gonna say, holy... Absolute cinema. We're 1-0. Okay. What a crazy start. Let's go. Aurora's my goat. I'm sorry for underestimating you. That's the first game of the day, by the way. Alright, let's see if we can continue climbing, by the way. I'm sorry that I cut there. I fumbled my words so badly. Tom. Tom Sherlock? My friend in Siege? No. I know he actually plays this a little bit. Oh, I like this. Cool Sun team. Too bad you get absolutely shafted by Diggersby. Let's go. Actually, it doesn't because... So, most of these Pokemon die to line. The issue is, if he sees the Diggersby, he should be picking Delphox. Because Delphox is Mega with Levitates. Because he gets Levitate with the Megas, by the way, which is a really cool ability for it. What do we lead here? We're expecting Incineroar... No, are we expecting Whimsicott? Yeah, Whimsicott Ninetales. Yeah. Just to do damage, brother. Well, if I go... Auroras, we are slower than the Ninetales. We get the Weather War win. We grab Shiny Moon to Volt Switch to turn 1. Right. This might be one where we don't bring Skarmory because it's so weak to all of this. Diggersby, obviously. Do we grab Vivian or do we grab Aromatisse? Your Heat Wave. So I'm grabbing Aromatisse here. This looks like a really weird lineup, but trust the process. So, the idea here is, if he leads Weather, we are swapping the Auroras out for something else, probably Aromatisse, right? And we're Volt Switching something. If he then swaps to get Weather Control, we regain Weather Control, right? If he leads Weather, we're slower than the Ninetales, we start Weather Control at the beginning. Let's see what he leads. I think he's gonna lead like Whimsicott Ninetales, right? Whimsicott Heliolisk. Okay, so one of these are swapping for Ninetales, guaranteed. My gut feeling says it's Whimsicott. That might U-turn actually for that. But we're gonna swap out. We're gonna swap into we should swap into Diggersby here actually. Oh, this is like I can predict so crazily now. I want to try that. I'm gonna Thunder Wave the Whimsicott slot, expecting Ninetales to come out into that slot. And if I'm correct on that, I don't think I am, but if I was correct on that, I would have been solid. Sunday, and close though. So I'm thinking you're discharging. Right? Hyper Voice could be good here too for you. We did get played. But this still isn't over. That is really bad, but it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Because if you do that, then I don't think you have Ninetales in the back, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play into... I'm going to send out Aromatisse here. And we're going to do something silly. We're going to click Wish. And we're going to Snarl. And we're going to weaken this area so much that I can just win with the Auroras. That's the goal. So the reason that we're wishing here is that I'm expecting it to be a Hyper Voice because it's neutral against one and hits the other. Whereas if he uses Discharge, Aromatisse, he doesn't know if I have Healer or if I have Aromatherapy. So I think that's the most logical path for him. I wonder what he does with Whimsicott though, because Whimsicott is kind of dead weight in this scenario. But if, like, he could swap out to Incin, right? Light Screen. That doesn't change anything for me, because I'm stalling you. Volt Switch, okay. I mean, doesn't really change anything on my end. Now, what do you send back? Do you send out the... I'm expecting either... You're not going to send out Incin. You're sending out the Delphox, right? Now, what do you think that I do in this scenario? Chandelure. Well, that's completely fine, because I'm snarling, right? Because we're just trying to win the war here with damage, right? So we're just stalling out Sun, plus we're stalling out the Light Screen now. Aromatisse goes on lefties. Aromatisse is insanely tanky, by the way. And with -1 to Chandelure, you are kind of in a kind of poo-poo situation here, sir. There's no reason to do anything but Moonblast. We're going to Moonblast into the Whimsicott slot, expecting a swap. And we're just going to Snarl again, really. Like, I think this is fine. Heatwave will do a little bit of a chunk here when he Mega Evolves, I think. But, like, how much does it actually do to both of these monsters? Because they're very tanky. Overheat might kill the Aromatisse. Well, let's see. I mean, tell me, again, you're just setting up a lot of support for a mon that isn't really doing anything to you in a few seconds. Heatwave, fantastic. How much do you do? Oh, nothing? That's fine. Do you know who heals that up in about 3/4 of a second? That would be me. Me, yours truly. The way we're stalling now doesn't really change much for our gameplay. But this was the best way I could build with this team, I think. Like, we could try and do some hyper offense. Wish healing is crazy. And then left is back to full. What's interesting is, as well, he can't actually stop me from doing this by just clicking Wish again. Because... And I can also try and Thunder Wave the Chandelure now. It might swap it out, actually. I shouldn't have done that. I should have... No, that's fine. We need to kill Whimsicott, by the way, in 2 turns. So that he can't reset Sun. Yeah. Don't do Heliolisk. Is it all? Let's go! That's what we were hoping for. Okay, so we actually read, like, the second backup of the team well. But the goal here is to kill Whimsicott in 2 turns, right? This is so toxic, by the way. This is, like, I'm actually feeling kind of bad for this. Alright, how much do you do with... yeah, because I use Wish now. So, one thing that's interesting here is he's going to want to kill the Shiny Mood. But I'm going to Ally Switch here, right? And we're going to... I want to Volt Switch into the Whimsicott. But that's not really worth it. I'm going to click Snarl again to reduce the damage from the potential, like, swap in. Because I think Whimsicott swaps out. It shouldn't, but they could. Also, thank heavens that Paralyze has nerfed this gen. Because in this gen, Para is only like, what, 25%, where it used to be 33%. Chanda? Healer. So do you Parting Shot? No, you Fake Out. Well, that's kind of fine, honestly. Because When I ally switch now, I think this wish goes into my luxury, getting it up to full now again, right? I'm pretty sure, if I understood wish going there. Holy, I've built tech, brother. I've built tech. Trust the process, my guy. Alright, we're snarling again. And we're moonblasting the Heliolisk. Moonblast Heliolisk. So, the reason that we're doing this turn is that we are kind of expecting Incineroar to parting shot. So we want to get this damage off before he does that. Both of mine are special attackers, so we don't take any effect from the Intimidate the Incineroar puts out. And because we know his whole team is only reliant on the 2 carries now, being Heliolisk and Chandelure, we can stall this. Like, literally, these 2 demons that I have on the board can win this. Now, the worst case scenario here is if he hard swaps into... No, actually, that works fine too. If he parting shots and he's slower than my... Oh, that's fine. What do you swap to? Do you swap to Whimsicott here and then parting shot into Chandelure again? Because we saw that I'm slower than you with my... Because you still have Tailwind up. This is really good, by the way. Incineroar avoids the attack. Doesn't actually matter. We don't care about the damage on Incin yet. The only goal here is to kill Whimsicott. Everything else is secondary. It is so funny how weak everything he does is. It's insane. Alright. So if Whimsicott doesn't get up... If Whimsicott gets up Sun now, we need to stall again. Okay? If Whimsicott doesn't get up Sun now, then we need Tailwind Pewters out, Light Screen, and Sun. So you have to choose which poison you want to put here. I want to Snarl because I'm expecting Incin to swap. But he's slower than me now, so... But I can't swap this into Auroras because Incin keeps using Drain Punch now. Now, we're gonna Moonblast into Whimsicott, because if it gets parried here, we kind of win the game. Like, we have a very high chance of winning the game if that happens. Light Screen is not the correct choice here, brother. You should have used Sunny Day. Or do you dodge? Incin dodges again. Damn, this Incin is a dodger. Brother is Duck Dodger. Alright, let's see. How much damage do we do? We kill the Whimsicott. Alright. We might be in for a little bit of a tweet. Flare Blades into... Oh, please KO. Oh. My brother. You have misplayed, sir. Oh, how the turntables have turned. Okay. So Aromatisse is tanky enough to... As long as... If Incin dies now, I can literally, like, outstall the other 2. Technically. But... I still have my Sash intact here. And I get Weather Control. So, there are 2 options here. And I think the only way that he can get a KO here, that he knows he can get a KO here, is if he uses Incin's Drain Punch into Auroras. So if I ally swap here, I should... Should I protect stall first? I probably should protect stall a turn here to try and get the wish off on my Aromatisse slots, right? And that also covers for Chandelure protecting, right? So we wish you a Merry Christmas. We also get to scout what he wants to do. I don't want to do this too much because I want to keep the Weather War, right? Energy Ball, completely fine. Doesn't change anything for me. Should also be Drain Punch into Aurora's Lord. Right? And now I'm putting him into an interesting scenario. He has a 50-50 here. I'm also stalling out Light Screen, by the way, with this. So, I think that the best course of action now would be to ally swap. If he predicts that, then it's kind of doomed. So maybe it's better to charm the Incin. But I'm still gonna go for this because I'm gonna go for the more straightforward play. It has rewarded me a lot now lately. Also, if we do get the Omni boost here on Ancient Power, it is Jover for him. And as long as he doesn't kill the Chandelure, like the double up here and kill. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah. Completely fine. Now let's see. We discovered that we aren't faster unless we get the Omnibus. We don't. Spreading Punch, completely fine. That means that Wish is kind of wasted last turn. But what we got confirmed there is that he's willing to double up into it, right? And that we are faster than Incin. Which means either we can ally swap again, which has like a chance to fail. Or what I think is the best play maybe is to like charm the Incin and Ancient Power the Chandelure. Now, the reason that this is better is because if Incin is charmed, I can outstall the last two. Like I can outstall Incin and Heliolisk here with Wish. And then like KO them with Moonblast. Because it's a speed tie. Let's go. Or use Trick Room, one of the two. But that's insane. And that is so good. The charm is so good now. Oh. I am terribly sorry, brother, for what I just did to you. And then he misreads it. Ah! Oh, that's so painful for him. Let's go. Dude, what an insane team that we've built. We are cooking, my friends. Oh, that's so good. Heliolisk, more like Helio dead. Alright, we're gonna Wish here. And I think it's time... Wait, because I think Light Screen went out there, right? Light Screen has one more turn, okay. So, it's better to Blizzard than this turn, right? To get the damage off. Or is it better to protect and then start... It's better to protect here and then start spamming Ancient Power. Right? Because as long as it doesn't kill Aromatisse here, we win. Right? Glare, kind of expected something like that. But I respect the tech. I respect the tech. But you're way too slow on that. Because your instant doesn't do damage anymore. Like, look at this. That's a crit. Right? Oh. That's scary. Okay, so what's our plan here? I can try and let Aromatisse tank this, right? And if it does, there's no reason to ally swap here, right? So it's better to double up into Incin, trying to killing it this turn. And if we do, I think we win the game. Because Heliolisk is going to try and glare my Auroras here. To try and get the speed advantage back in his favor. It's interesting though, because then like in this game, if I had Healer, I would have been so good now. That's fine. I don't care. Ancient Power, how much do you do? Do we get the Omni Boost? Live, love, love. Oh, good damage, good damage. Are we faster? Oh my god, we got the Omni Boost too. Let's go. Oh, but we get the Omni Boost. Wait, that's over. This is over. It's over for him. We got the Omni Boost. Shee. And Incin doesn't run... Like, Incin could attack me now because the snow has ended. But Incin doesn't run... Incin doesn't run... Protects. Unlike any of the sets. So unless this guy is an absolute mad lad, which he might be for all intents and purposes, then we get Incin now. We get another chance for a potential Omni Boost, and we have... so much damage that we're about to dish out to this Heliolisk. Solar Beam? Brother, you're forgetting the sun is not here. Boom. Omni Boost. And also I protect, by the way. I think he's gonna rage quit when I do this. Did you forget about this? I have used it twice this match. Oh, would you look at that? It's 4 Fatal Clock. Ah. And Ancient Power will probably seal the deal here. The best way he can do this is if he glares, survives this, solar beams, and I para on the protect turn. Because his moves are Hyper Voice, Volt Switch, Glare, and Solar Beam. And again, this is not the play, brother. Omni. Let's go! Alright, he has to glare. He can win. He has to glare, and I have to be parried, and it has to happen twice. No? Come on. Show me. Oh my god, that's so good. I can't believe we actually outstalled in the current meta. That's crazy. He could have also won with a crit there, but I think the other one was technically more likely. Oh my god. Aurora's the GOAT. Let's go. 2-0. Woo. You know what? We're gonna queue. Do we queue one more? I kind of want to queue one more. Yeah. You know what? Heck it. We're queuing one more. I'm winning more with this than I won with the hacking Starmie team so far. 2-0. Let's go. 100% win rate. All right, let's go. Wizard Tofu. All right, what's your team? Let's see. Average sun spam silly guy. Close. Average rain spam silly guy. So, what do we lead for this team? I'm expecting Sneasler in the lead here. The question is everything else. I'm thinking Sneasler Dragonite, and then you're going to bring Pelipper Basculegion in the back when you see the Digger Spear. Right? But if I lead Vivian, and this is again a very good lead here. Skarmory is really good into this team, actually. I want to bring Aurorus to contest weather. Plus, we saw that it, like, bonks the Aerodactyl. Yeah, I think we're bringing this. This is, like, a moderately aggressive team. And I want to bring Skarmory to this. Still haven't used him. Let's go. Again, I'm expecting Sneasler Dragonite with Pelipper and Basculegion in the back. Because then if you get Weather War and you get into the end game, you win against this team. Sneasler Aerodactyl is a alternative lead here. Does this matter? Not really. I get Intimidate. Poggers! Now, the odds of this silly guy not clicking... Oh, that's funny, by the way. The odds of this silly guy not clicking... whatchamacallit? Rock Slide is non-existent. He's clicking Rock Slide there. He's gonna think that my Vivian is sashed. So, if I click... I kind of want to click Tailwind to try and match this, but I think Sleep Powder just on Aerodactyl is the best. And we're gonna Thunder Wave the Aerodactyl, because he's not gonna kill the Luxray this turn. Because he's definitely, like, clicking Rock Slide here with Aerodactyl. Tailwind? Well, I'm glad I didn't Tailwind and all, but... Again, you're not really changing anything on my end, because T-Wave. Okay. Now... Is there anything we want to do against this particularly? Like, we're not outspeeding anymore with Skarmory, regardless of what we do. So, we could Skarmory, Mega, and then go for Drill Peck into Sneasler. Right? Which I think is the better play here. Because it covers 2 grounds. If I do this, I have the chance of having my Aerodactyl be his Aerodactyl being parried, and I'm never outspeeding anything on this team right now, so it's better to just cycle the Intimidate to try and make Aerodactyl as useless as possible. That's completely fine, because you might send in Pelipper on that slot, and that's funny as hell if you do. My Logic, even fine, like, it's fine, but it's not better, but yeah. Now, what do you use here with Sneasler? Do you actually go for, like, Dire Claw into my Luxray, trying to be silly? You do. But you do not get the sleep. Boom. KO. So, like, Skarmory has 140 base attack now. Which is kind of wilding, if you think about it, right? So I was planning to Snarl there initially, but I realized that if he sends in Milotic, I'm kind of screwed. Now, him having Milotic tells me that it's unlikely that he has Pelipper in the back. I think it's Skarmory. No, the Dragonite, that's in the back. right? Because it's not Mega Aerodactyl. Because you wouldn't run Tailwind on a Mega slot like that, I think. I mean, you are fast and everything else, so maybe the support is there. That is fine again. Like I said earlier, the speed tier on my mons here are absolutely ludicrous. I can freeze dry the... Like, I'm going offense here. I think it's gonna Scald into Skarmory and use Rock Slide, right? Do you get the burn? No B word. I'm faster? Yo, very good chance that you get either Harad or Flinch here. That's fine. That's actually more than fine. Holy freeze. It doesn't matter what Skull goes to anyway, but yeah. Okay. I mean, there is nothing I can realistically do to stop this, so I'm just clicking Blizzard here. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Because I don't have Protect. Like, this is where I want to Protect on Skarmory. If I Protect on Skarmory here, it lives this, and I have a good chance of just surviving this. Para. Oh, I'm passive. What's your last mon? Is it D-Knights? I'm curious, because I might actually still win, because if it's Dragon Knight, like, if it's Basque Legion, I might lose, right? Because I think I lose the Lost Respects. But your Tailwind's pewtered out. Oh, I actually have another one. I forgot. I forgot that I have a Luxray. This is very winnable. Dragonite. Mega Dragonite. Let's go. Alright, wait. Winnable. We're clicking T-Wave into D-Knight here, and we're protecting Auroras. And you're gonna Mega the D-Knight, of course, but it's like, does it matter, my friend? I think he's gonna try and Mega and then Hydro Pump, and then not realize that I'm about to T-Wave his ass. Would it have been better to double attack here? I don't think so, because I have a much higher chance of succeeding with this play. Technically, and it buys me a lot of openings for later, but it's bad if he kills the Luxray. But Luxray is max special defense, brother. Let's go! Luxray, my god! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, this is sick. Alright. We could go Blizzard it, right? I'm faster than Luxray, so I think Ancient Power is technically better, but we're Blizzarding the hell out of it. I want to see how much this does to you, brother. You might like E-Speed. No, you don't. How much does this kill? Oh, you are a goat. How much do you do? Alright. Do we kill it with Snarl? Absolute cinema. Let's go. What a set. Dude, that's mental. I just pulled up with a meme squad drawn cards out of my, like, TCG pocket card, like, my TCG cards here. And I'm 3-0. What a game, brother. Oh, it just goes to show that, like, meta isn't everything, right? Oh, lame. Alright, let's see if we get one more here. That would be insane. That would wrap up it perfectly. Like a 4-0 would be crazy. Alright, Miko, what do you have? A dual weather team with Mega Sard, probably Mega Excadrill too. No, Mega Gren. Yeah, so it's Mega Sard, Mega Gren. So you're going Snow if it's Gren, and you're going Sun if it's Excadrill, right? Interesting. What's my lead in this case? Vivian is really solid into most of this team. Diggersby KOs anything as long as it isn't outsped by the Greninja, right? Right? It's mirror armor, so Shiny Mood is kind of weak here. Like, I'm not gonna bring my Luxray here. I think the lead here is Vivian and I want to say Aromatisse, right? Vivian, let's lead Vivian Skarmory, have Auroras in the back and Aromatisse. So the reason that we have Auroras in the back here is that if he leads Charizard, right? I can swap manually out to my... Actually, no, that probably doesn't help. I should let differently. I was thinking about the mechanics in the wrong order. Yeah. Well, this is kind of... No, this is really bad. This is probably worst case scenario, I think. I think I lose turn 1 here. Are we faster than Sard Y? Hold on. Let me check. Sard Y is 100 base, and we are... Hold up. Mega Scarm. I'm 110, I'm faster. Wait. Winnable. Sleep Powder into Corviknight. Mega into Rock Slide. We're faster than Sard Y, because we're maxed out in speed. We might actually just KO the Sard here instantly. Hold up. I might be cooking. Sard Y? Sard Y? Come on. All we gotta do is land the Rock Slide. And the game ends. Drought don't care, brother. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. And we sleep the Corviknight too 99.75% of the time. Boom. That's crazy. Let's go. Oh my god. That's insane. We outspeed it by 10 points when we Mega, because it gets 110 speed on Skarmory. And it's 100 base speed on the Mega Sard Y. Ninetales? Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate the help that you're giving me here. Shee. Alright. We're clicking Tailwind to ensure that we outspeed whatever's in the back. And we're clicking Iron Head here. I think Ninetales outspeeds me, if I'm not mistaken. And it might try and set up Aurora Veil. But it dies this turn. And I can stall a ton with the sleep turns here. I'm faster! I've created a demon. Holy. And I get Tailwind up. And now whatever is in the back, we're guaranteed faster. Even if it's scarfed. Holy crap. Gren, you sent it out too late, my friend. I am faster. How dare you? Alright, we can Sleep Powder here to guarantee. And the best case we have here is obviously like just going for Drill Peck, going damage into the Gren slot. Gren is like could have Mega Evolved, but I think it's Scarfed now, right? Oh, Corvi hits me with a Quick Claw. But are you sleeping? Gonna go. No. No. Tailwind. You're matching it. No. It's gonna use Blizzard. But I'm faster. This thing is a demon, brother. Why is my thing so fast and yours not? And Skarmory lives? My demon? My goat? That's insane. I mean, we're sending out Auroras here. It like, Gren can't use Blizzard against this. Right? So, the only way that he can do anything to this is to use Corviknights. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Blizzard and Rock Slide here. Which, as long as anything hits, we win. This team is insane, actually. Like, I'm actually cooking. Like, even if he goes Iron Head with Corviknight, it's slower than my Auroras in the current state, right? And if he's slower than Auroras, he will be a Shadow Sneak. I mean, okay. Thank you for the 5 damage, sir. Rock Slide! So, he might get flinched here. I have Focus Sash. I get Blizzard off. We won another one, boys. This team is insane. What have I cooked? Get him. I was slower than him, but hey. GG, sir. GG. This try for 100% accuracy. And Iron Head for another 100% accuracy. What an absolute insane team. Oh. Now this was really, really, really fun. Alright, that's going to conclude it for this video. If you guys like the content, want me to do more of this, please feel free to leave a like, tell me in the comments, give me other ideas. I would love this. I'm going to be making more content on this game because I'm having a blast playing it. If you haven't already subscribed, this is the Plus channel. It's extra content. Go do that. Love y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye.